Almost a year ago, this commission voted to restrict invocators to representatives of 501c3 organizations. Following that change, the West Orange Observer reported Mr. Ballhofer as saying, without a definition of group, it was difficult to maintain the database. We made this change for the simple reason to make it easier to administer. If you look at it, it actually makes it more inclusive. At that time, the city had a simple list of names, organizations, if applicable, and locations that was kept in a spreadsheet. In September 2015, that list contained 17 names. I have a copy of it right here. By February 2016, when the 501c3 restriction was passed, the list had 22 names. It included individual Winter Garden residents and representatives of churches and organizations. To me, it seemed trivial to add or remove names as needed. It's hard to imagine that the quantity of changes, namely 5, that were needed in the prior 5 to 6 months made it difficult for Mr. Ballhofer or his staff. I also cannot see how the 501c3 restriction made an easy job any easier. For the list to conform to the requirements of the resolution, additional effort must be expended to verify 501c3 status or membership in the group. As I've pointed out in previous meetings, we have seen people giving invocations that haven't been on the list, and there are organizations on the list that aren't 501c3s. Both of these situations violate the rules this commission approved. For an easy-to-administer list, this seems like it misses the mark. Furthermore, despite Mr. Ballhofer's claims that it's, quote, more inclusive, unquote, there are Winter Garden residents who asked to be and were included originally and are now excluded because of the 501c3 restriction. As far as I know, the reverse is not true. There is no person or organization on the current list that could not have been included on the pre-501c3 list. So, there were people on the list before who can't be on it now, and all the people on the list now could have been on it before. This is the very antithesis of more inclusive. I submit that it's abundantly clear that Mr. Ballhofer was incorrect, as was the city attorney, Mr. Arterman, when he said, the city's being inclusive, objectively and expressly inclusive by its language and by its actions. This is just not so. Restricting invocators to representatives of 501c3 organizations has not made administration easier, nor increased inclusiveness. As a result, this commission should either remove the 501c3 restriction or abandon invocations altogether.